Hi everyone, Leanne here from Jaded Blossom, and it is time for our December 2022 release hop. Hey, so I'm using Jaded Blossom's brand new Gnome Dies Winter Add Ons. Their Winter's Gnoming Outline dies and stamp set. Their Rectangle Dies 1, their Fancy Heart dies, Snowman dies, Gnome dies, Coffee dies, our Candy Grid die, our Coffee Slider die, the Coffee Slider add-on dies, along with our Latte Comfort and Joy stamp set, Gnome dies, Candy Charms and banners, and also the new, what is it called, Winter Candies stamp set. So I went ahead and I grabbed some paper from that pad that I just showed you. That was Cartabella's Snow Much Fun. And I cut the background out with one of our rectangle dies. I kind of wanted to have a whole scene, and this was a ready-made scene, so it was kind of fun. So I took the little rectangle die and I kind of chose where it looked the best. Now I'm adding on a border of dark indigo paper tray ink cardstock and with my ATG tape, and then I'm going to apply that to the front of my A2 sized Pure Poppy card from paper tray ink that I made, 4.25 by 11, scored at 5.5. And then I'm adding an inside layer of Nina Solar White 80-pound cardstock, and that is 4 by 5.25. You'll notice that on the outside, the dark indigo cardstock was 4 by 5.25 as well. And there you have it. Now I have like a 1-inch strip of paper from the I Love Winter Echo Park 6-inch pad. And I'm just going to apply that to the bottom of the card there. And I will trim off the overhang with a pair of scissors. So as per usual, I'm working on my Stampin' Up! Pad. Now, I put these little guys together on the Gnome Assembly video for the Gnome Dies Winter Add Ons. You can check that out there. I'm just going to pop up this adorable little snowman in her hands. So when you get those Gnome Dies Winter Add Ons, you're going to want either the Girl Gnome Dies or just the Gnome Dies. I kind of say you might want to get both because they're just a lot of fun. So this is a little girl here. And I'm going to add, she's holding a little snowman. Kind of fun. And now I'm trying to show you how, see these people, I want to cover them up, but I want to be able to see that little girl building a snowman in the background. Okay, so this is the Candy Charms and banners that I cut out that little scalloped circle with. And then the little sentiment that says, Snowman Melt Your Heart, or no. Yeah, Snowman Melt Your Heart. That was stamped from that Winter Candy stamp set, and I cut it out with our grid die. Okay, so now I'm pulling out Jaded Blossom's Snowman dies, and I made 2 of them. The pattern paper from those 2 pads that I showed you. The black paper is paper tray ink, black cardstock. The white paper is paper tray ink, white cardstock. So I'm adding on the little scarves. So cute. I'm going to add another little hat. This little hat was cut out of that dark indigo, and then the trim is paper from those pads again, like I said. So I'm just gluing everything down with my art glitter glue. So cute. And I'm just going for a whole snowman sort of scene on this card. And it's pretty easy because, like I said, this paper had a scene already there for you. A lot of pads have this, so you could easily look for one and do the exact same thing as me. So now I'm dotting on some art glitter glue, and I'm going to add the eyes. The eyes are just little die cuts of black cardstock from paper tray ink. And I also have 2 little holly leaves that were cut from the green paper from that same pad. There you go. Kind of fun. And then I'm going to pop the little eyes on. That's my Studio Katia embellishment wand. I just find it's easy to pick up little things. Okay, so just so you know, the noses, the carrot noses, those were cut out of white cardstock, and then I used a YR09 Copic marker just to color them in. Just because I like to be able to choose the color orange I want to use. Now I'm going to add little coal buttons down the front of them. And I have those cut out of that black cardstock from paper tray ink as well. So just quickly applying those. So I have 2 cards today. Remember, there's a hop going on over on the blog, so you want to do that. Get inspired by everybody. And remember to comment along the way, and you can possibly win a stamp set of your choice. So there we go. So now I'm adding the taller snowman on the right, kind of leaning off. And then the smaller snowman in front of that one. I'm just trying to make sure I don't cover up that little girl building a snowman in the background of the paper. And now I'm going to add on my little gnome on the left-hand side. There you have it, kind of tilted. There, it's so cute. I will trim off the overhang of that scarf just because that's, you know, hard. And then I will pop up this little sentiment with some Stampin' Up! Dimensionals. Well, the edges anyway. I kind of like to use the whole thing, so just going to trim those all off or peel the backing all off. And then I'll pop that on the lower right-hand corner. So it's just kind of fun. Snowman Melt Your Heart, right? And that's from that new Winter Candies stamp set, which is lots of fun. Isn't that sweet? So sweet. Now on the, there I am trimming off the overhang of that scarf. On the inside, I pulled out our mini tag dies 3. And that Snowman Kisses sentiment was stamped onto Nina Solarite 80-pound cardstock with VersaFun Claire Nocturne ink. And then the red is that Pure Poppy from Paper Tray ink again. And I'm just going to stick that down on the inside of my card with some art glitter glue. There you have it. There. Now I will come back to that card in a minute. You know, I'm just going to add some glossy accents to the noses, but I do come back and embellish it a little bit more later in the video. Just making sure there's no bubbles in there. You don't want any bubbles on the carrot nose, right? That would be crazy. Or at least for Leanne, it would be crazy. So there we are. So I will come back to that one. Okay, so now I'm going to use this second little gnome that I put together on that Gnome Dies Winter Add Ons assembly video. And I'm going to pop up that little snowflake that he's holding. So cute. Remember, everything that I used will be listed on my blog. You know, this paper that I used for this one was Photoplay's Holiday Plaid, which is lots of fun. So that's what that's cut from. So I have an A2 size card base from Paper Tray ink white cardstock, 4.25 by 11, scored at 5.5 inches. And then this layer is 1/8 of an inch smaller. So I'm going to add that to the front. Kind of fun. And on the inside, I'm going to add a big strip. I believe this was like 2 inches wide. A strip of paper from that same plaid, or that same paper pad. Anyway, not the same plaid, obviously. There we go. And I'm going to trim off the overhang. You'll notice that I'm just using the other side of it, right? There we go. Now I have this big coffee slider die cut out of the Gemont Tyndall cardstock from cutcardstock.com. And it's got a really nice wood grain to it, very nice. And then the lid is cut out of Paper Tray ink white cardstock. So I'm just going to add those down. Now that Gemont Tyndall has like I said, a really nice wood grain, and it's super heavyweight. You could easily use it for a card base. It's really nice. So I'm just going to weight down that lid. Now I cut out this scalloped paper sleeve for this one. I don't need the tab because it's just going to be flat. And I cut that out of red paper from that same pad, you know, the Photoplay plaid paper. Or holiday plaid, I guess it's called. Now the belt there is cut out of Paper Tray ink black cardstock, and then I cut the little buckle out of American Crafts Christmas foil in gold. So it's just gold foil cardstock. And I'm just trying to figure out where that buckle is going to go. I do slide it over a little bit more to the right because I'm going to have that super sweet little gnome holding the snowflake off to the left, and I don't want it to cover the buckle. So, but you'll see that in a minute as I'm messing around here. So I love these coffee slider dies. They're so fun and so fun to use with our gnome dies, especially these gnome dies winter add-ons. Like, how cute is that? So now I'm just going to quickly lift this up carefully, and I'm going to slide that buckle over a little bit. I'm just going to break that tape there so I could slide it. And there you have it. So super cute stuff. And I know it looks a little goofy right now on the cup, but then, you know, once the little gnome gets on there, you know, I think it turned out pretty cute. So I'm going to stick this down on the front of my card base right in the center. And, you know, so you could use this to make a shaped card if you want. You could use it for the coffee slider that it's intended for a gift card, whatever you'd like. Okay, now that Warm Winter Wishes is from that brand new Winter is Gnoming stamp set, and I use the outline dies there. There we are. So I'm going to stick that to the left, like I said, and then the sentiment will be to the right. I will pop that up with some borders of Stampin' Up! Dimensionals, because why not, right? So blah, blah, blah. Warm winter wishes is perfect to put on a holiday card. But you could easily use these just for winter cards, these little gnomes. You don't have to make Christmas cards. I was just in Christmas card mode because it's December. Okay, so quickly I grabbed our coffee dyes and I'm going to put together a little tiny to-go coffee cup. Cut out of that same G-Man Tyndalo cardstock, white paper tray ink cardstock, and then the green is from that Photo Play holiday plaid, along with this red that I used to cut out that fancy heart die to get those little hearts. That's also from that same pad. And I'm going to add that as an embellishment. So I'm just going to stick this little coffee cup together. Of course, there's a little glue blockage there, of course. I'm just going to pop that all on using my Studio Katia embellishment wand again. And I've got a little green coffee sleeve to add, so cute. And then I'm going to add a little heart to that, because, you know, why not, right? Little heart to the center. There you have it. So super cute. And then I'm going to stick that down on the inside of my card. I will be adding a stamped sentiment there. From the sentiment set called A Latte Comfort and Joy. And I will stamp that in VersaFine Claire Nocturne ink. Just freehand. There you have it. So cute. Right? You got to use a coffee sentiment if you're doing a coffee card. Now I'm going to add some of these little hearts to the front. I'm going to add one to the center of this snowflake, because why not? That snowflake is Simon Says stamped white glitter paper. So cute. I love it. It's nice and sturdy. It doesn't shed glitter, right? I've heard crafters say that glitter is the herpes of the craft world. It never goes away, which always cracks me up, but it's kind of true. You spill glitter, you are in a pickle, because no vacuum in the world is going to get all that glitter. You're going to have glitter showing up much later. There you have it. So now I'm going to be adding some Nouveau Crystal drops to this background. Like I said, I'm revisiting this. This is in Simply White, just kind of like a snowfall, right? Kind of fun. Now, if I'd had the new snow stencils, I could have easily used that with some embossing paste, but they didn't make it to me in time, so I wasn't able to do that. But I would have, for sure. And there you have it. It's so cute. I just love this little snowman card. It's just adorable. There you have it. Just so cute. And I'm just going to add some little white highlights to their little eyes. And I use a bamboo skewer just to pick up those Nouveau Crystal drops. And there you have it. Now I'm going to pull out, this is called Buttons Galore and More, and they're called Holiday Accents. And I'm just adding 3 little tiny red gems as holly berries to the hat of this little snowman. Just, you know, last but not least, right? Got to glitter it up. So there you have it. So thank you so much for stopping by. Be sure to hop on over to the Jaded Blossom blog. Be inspired. The Jaded Blossom store to get your hands on these amazing products. Remember, you want to go and do the whole blog hop. Check everything out. Maybe win a stamp set of your choice. That would be lots of fun. And thank you, as always, for watching my videos. I really appreciate it. And hopefully we will see you soon in my next one. Bye, everyone.